What's up guys, TC here and welcome back to Starbound Custom Creations, and today I've got something really special for you guys. I wanted to show off my next big project that I'm working on. So many of you know I just released my battle facility map, and that was a huge endeavor for me. It was a lot of work and I'm really happy with how it turned out. We're approaching I think 1,000 downloads now, which is insane that over 1,000 people are playing something that I worked on. That to me is it's super fun, it's really cool, and I really love the support you guys have given me. And so I had a lot of people that reached out to me that had played it, a lot of people saying, you know, how much they liked it and stuff, but plenty of people offered constructive criticism, and so I really need that. I really need constructive criticism. Stuff like that is what makes these maps better. And with all of the different messages I got across Reddit and YouTube, I noticed a couple of things that were consistent across the board about the old battle facility, and things that I could improve on, right? And so I took that to heart and I tried to work out some solutions. And so there were two things that stuck out to me as far as what was causing, or just things that just weren't working out as planned or didn't make it as fun, right? And so the first one was that there seemed to be no, because there was no objective on the arenas, there was no way to beat the actual arena itself. It didn't feel like you were accomplishing anything, right? So you don't really know if you're getting better or not, or if you've beaten the arena. You beat it when you feel like beating. And while that's kind of funny or fun in concept, it's not really that fun in practice. For it to just go on infinitely and just turn off. It just doesn't feel like you accomplished anything. So that was the first one. I saw that, I got that in several messages across the board. So I knew that that was something I needed to solve. And the other one was the difficulty curve. So it turns out I think vastly underestimated how good most of you guys are. So most people were saying that majority of the maps just weren't difficult enough, that everyone was stuck playing, you know, 2, 3, or 4 maps towards the end, that those are the only ones that were difficult enough to provide a challenge. So what that really means is that, yeah, there's 18 maps, but only about, you know, 14 or 15 of them are actually enjoyable because all the others are too easy. So I can understand both of those, and so what I think I've come up with is a really good solution to that. And so this is the start of a brand new battle facility, and these new battle facility arenas are going to be a lot different in just entirely every way, really. So the first big thing we're going to notice with these is that these new arenas are going to have win conditions. So they're not just going to run on infinitely. So for instance, this one here, this is what I'm calling the Protectorate training facility. As you can see, it's got the big Protectorate stuff here. This is kind of where they train their men and stuff like that. So you'll notice that there are these little bitty lights here, and there's 10 of them. They're turned off right now. And so the win condition for these new maps, at least the first couple I'm going to make, are going to be a 10-minute survival. And so what you're going to see is there's 10 of these lights, and as each minute goes by, a new light is going to turn on. And these new maps are quite a bit more complex. So they're much more time-consuming, so we won't see as many maps on this new facility, probably 5 or 6 at most. But they're a lot more intricate in that they have win conditions. And also, when it reaches 10 minutes, the facility automatically turns off, so it's not like you have to, like, you know, turn it off or do anything yourself. It's fully automated. One of the other big things, and this is something everyone really wanted that I wasn't quite sure how to implement, but I figured it out now, is I've now added difficulty settings. So you'll see over here, before you start a match, you can select one of these little levers here, and that will allow you to select how difficult the map is. So 1 is easy, 2 is average, 3 is hard, 4 is super duper hard, and 5 is Captain Insano. You're going to require 2 people at least to beat it on 5. So this is something I've worked out how to, pretty much how to make this work. I had an idea of how to do it in the originals, but I just felt that it was too complicated and it was too much work at the time. But now that I've kind of got a good system on how to do it, I'm going to be implementing it in all of the arenas. So real quick, also actually let's step back just a second. So like I said, we have win conditions now with the full 10-minute timer. We have difficulty settings, and another thing I'm adding to these maps is now what I'm calling map objectives. So each new map is going to have one map objective. Now a map objective is not something you have to complete. It's not mandatory, but it's something that's going to help you complete or help you survive the full 10 minutes. So on this one in particular, you're going to see there these little buttons spread throughout. So you guys are used to seeing the switch here, but you're not used to seeing many buttons throughout the map. So this one here, you're going to see the objective for you is to try to turn all 4 of these on, which there's going to be 4 on each map, or, well, there's at least 4 on this one. And once you turn on all 4, you're going to see the automated security system is going to turn on, right? And this security system will stay on for 10 seconds. And this will help you kind of kill monsters around the map. And these turrets are all over the map. It'll stay on for 10 seconds. It'll automatically target and kill monsters for you. And it'll really help you survive that 10 seconds. So as you're trying to I'm sorry, 10 seconds, 10 minutes. So as you're trying to survive the 10 minutes killing monsters, you still have to try to collect the health orbs and the shield orbs and stuff like you normally do, but there's also some secondary objectives like these map objectives where you can turn on security systems to help you. So I'm trying to make these new maps a lot more interactive, a lot more fun, give them an actual focus like an objective. They're really cool. So really quick, we are going to turn this thing on. I'm going to give you guys an example of the level 5 for the moment. So you turn it on like that, you'd hop in here, and then once you turn it on, the whole system. Now I'm using a very special weapon here. This is a custom weapon that I use for testing. This is my Insta-Gib weapon. It kills everything in one shot. So you're going to see me just annihilate everything here. But I just want to give you guys a rundown. We're going to leave it running for 1 minute so you can at least see the timer. So let's turn it on. So immediately you can see there's a whole bunch of new enemies here. We've got these gold bots, at least the gold crowns. This is actually a heat-seeking missile, which they shoot, which is kind of cool. Let's see if I can kill this guy. There you go. So we've got these blue spider bots that crawl around now. We've got the red mini drone. There we go. We've got there's a new Scandroid floating around somewhere. Where's the new Scandroid? There it is. So this is like a light blue Scandroid here. You'll see these guys turn on. Let's turn on the security system real quick while we wait for that timer to go. So as you can see, it still hasn't been a minute yet, surprisingly. I know it doesn't feels like it, but let's turn on the security system and watch them do a little work here. So you'll see the security system is already turned on. It's already attacking monsters for you. And this is why it's really important to turn it on, because it will automatically target and basically help you kind of handle this map so things don't get out of hand. Where's another one? As you can see, the light hasn't turned on here at the bottom, so when we turn it off, it'll reset. There you go. So, as you can see, it's a fully automated map. That was a level 5 difficulty, which it does, in fact, ramp up in speed. You're going to find that some of the monsters will spawn in even quicker as time goes on into that 10-minute period. Die. There we go. So it's really cool, really interactive maps. I really love them. Real quick, we're going to run over. I'm going to give a little sneak peek at the other map I'm working on. You guys are going to see. Let's turn that off. All of the new maps are going to have this difficulty setting thing on it. They're all going to have map objectives. So this one here is what I'm calling the greenhouse. So we're going to hop over to the middle of it. There it is. And this one is another new map. It's got its own objectives. 1, 2 little switches here, 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 and here. Now this one, it doesn't automate. It doesn't turn on a defense system. What this one does, it spawns in what I'm calling an ultra power-up. So you guys know the power-ups I normally spawn in, like they do healing or they'll do shields. This one's an ultra power-up. So once you turn on all 4 of those, it will spawn in a new power-up. And this power-up gives you speed, jump, rage, energy regen, and healing all at once for like 15 seconds. So it kind of turns you into like a super powerhouse for 15 seconds. And so each that's the little mini map or the map objective for this one in particular. I'm going to be working on new ones. Something I was hoping to poll you guys for, if you had any ideas for map objectives, anything like that, like something you can activate, or any kind of map ideas that would be fun for this kind of thing, you guys let me know. Let me know what you think of this new kind of approach I'm taking. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you have any suggestions? Just let me know in the comment section below. But that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.